This LA Galaxy broadcast begins in 5 minutes. This LA Galaxy broadcast begins in 4 minutes. This LA Galaxy broadcast begins in 3 minutes. This LA Galaxy broadcast begins in 2 minutes. This broadcast of the 6-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy begins in 1 minute. It's time for LA Galaxy Soccer. The six-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy is presented by Modelo, made for those with a fighting spirit. By Dignity Health, official healthcare provider of the LA Galaxy. By Yamava Casino at San Manuel. And by Vivid Seats. From a galaxy not so far away, Dignity Health Sports Park, the LA Galaxy is on the air. Tonight, the Galaxy of LA is home to the Houston Dynamo in a match that will be out of this world. Hello again and welcome. Joe Tutino here. Glad to have you aboard tonight as Major League Soccer heads into its send-off weekend as North America prepares to host the world in the upcoming FIFA World Cup. After tonight's match, all players will be released to their home countries and available for selection for the upcoming World Cup. Galaxy defender Maya Yoshida not going to the World Cup, but he did get a call up to Japan and might get one more curtain call for Japan in an upcoming friendly. That would be a milestone should he achieve that. So we look forward to that in the upcoming days. For other players, tonight could pose a final opportunity to earn their spot for their nation. So while we are playing a final game before the break and maybe winding down a bit, the stakes are high for many individuals around the league, as well as right here at the home of the six-time champions. The Galaxy returned from a long road trip, gone from the City of Angels for 10 days and 3 games. 2 good results, one not so good, as the Galaxy dropped their second match at Kansas City, but picked up a good win in Atlanta and perhaps a win which can carry some momentum into tonight, winning 2-0 in Seattle a week ago. The club's first win at Lumen Field in 10 years. Marco Royce had another assist, now with 5 to go with his 4 goals for the Galaxy. Gabriel Peck seems to have found his groove as he had 4 goals on the trip, 2 in Atlanta, 1 in Kansas City, 1 in Seattle, plus an assist on Mateus Nascimento's goal to seal things off at the Sounders. But that's not the only thing heading in the right direction for LA. Over the last month of games, the Galaxy has become much more stingy on the defensive side of things. Once giving up almost 2 goals a game, the club's goals against average is now down to a respectable 1.4 with JT Barsinkowski in goal. It needs to be better, but the Galaxy seems to be on that road in the right direction. For the Houston Dynamo, they're in 6th place in the MLS West. Not bad right now for this portion of the season. They come in at 7-6 on the season, having scored 18, but they've conceded 22. These clubs have played, well, twice last year, both draws, but Houston and the Galaxy are 14-14 and 13 all-time in Major League Soccer. Pretty even. On this Star Wars night at the Dig, the Galaxy will look to within and hopefully use the force against their longtime conference rivals. It's the Galaxy home to the Houston Dynamo. The countdown to first kick continues right after these words.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You win. Must be 21 to enter.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Must be 21 to enter.
64 degrees here at Dignity Health Sports Park as we march on to the upcoming LA Galaxy home match against the Houston Dynamo. And usually Memorial Day weekend, when I was growing up, it signaled the beginning of summer, the first cookouts of the year, a chance to go to the beach, even though it's not quite warm enough yet. But it's also an opportunity for us to say thank you to all the military families who live in the legacy of relatives and friends who gave all of themselves for freedom, our freedom that is, and the freedom of others on this Memorial Day weekend. So thank you very much as we continue here. Time now for the injury report. It's brought to you by Dignity Health, official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy. When you're in good health, we all win. And for the Galaxy, 2 on the shelf, and they'll join us again after the World Cup break. João Klaus out with that foot injury, and after having surgery, he should be back somewhere in August. And Emiro Garces took a toe injury on the road trip and not available for this match. Time now to talk to the manager of the LA Galaxy. They're home. They got 6 points out of the possible 9 on the 10-game road trip. But the win in Seattle after a disappointing loss midweek in Kansas City, the way they won in Seattle, perhaps signals a watershed moment.
We'll see. We'll see. It was a good moment. I thought really well-played game by the group. Professional on the road, difficult place to play, very good team. I thought we were very organized. Took advantage of moments. Maybe could have got another or two, 1 or 2 out of it. JT had a couple good saves, but it was a great mentality win. It was, 7 days, 8 days on the road, and that was the final part of it. So now we come home, and we're all excited to be back in our stadium and on our field and in front of our fans, and we got to keep that maturity that I think we saw from ourselves in the last game, and it's been a good stretch for us generally. We got to be able to carry it on at home and, again, make our home our fortress and perform.
So I think the Galaxy has been scoring in a pace that is okay to win games. João Klaus was doing it before he left. Marco Royce was pulling up some of the slack. Gabriel Peck now has found his stride in MLS. But I think as I look at numbers, the reason why maybe this club is pointing up now is what you've done defensively. I mean, you're almost conceding 2 goals a game, and now it's down to 1-4 with JT in goal.
Yeah, I think that was a low-hanging fruit for us coming into the season. We just conceded so too easily and so often last year. It becomes really difficult to get results when you're conceding like that. So one of our focuses, as you saw, by adding Jacob Glesnes, Justin Hack, guys like that, was to try to improve our defensive stability. I think when you look at those games and you probably just go with the games that even Jakob has been on the field, we're probably even better than that. And so that had to be one of our focus points for going into this season, and it is. And it's what carried us through Seattle. Was really good defending. It turned into good transition moments, but also just the shutout was a great thing. So it has been something we've been talking about a lot over the last sort of month coming out of Champions League, is just making sure that we became more solid and that we were better on the defensive side. And obviously, as part of that, as you said, JT has to come up with a save or two along the way, and he has done that in several occasions where he's made a huge save to keep the game at whatever the score was at that moment, and allowed us to go on and get a result out of it. So he's been great, and the group's had a great mindset just around the defensive part of the game.
So tonight's opponent, the Houston Dynamo, they have Hector Herrera back there who will spray a ball 20, 30, 40 yards. Still does a good job of that, and a very good passer of the ball. They come with 4 in the middle. You might come with 3 in the middle, depending on the lineup. How's that matchup look?
Yeah, I mean, depending, like you said, how they set up, we've got to be able to manage numbers. If they set up in something that is like a 3-4-3, then we've got to be able to have a setup that can deal with their numbers, because they are a team that is pretty comfortable on the ball. They have maturity in the middle of the park, and they like to play through the middle. So we've got to make sure that we create density in the middle through numbers and through our references. Obviously, Hector Herrera is very clean on the ball, not as mobile as he once was, but he still can unlock a situation as good as anybody. So again, we've got to account for it by having the right density in the game, make the game go wide, and then push teams against the sideline and try to lock it up on the side and get it back and transition out of it. So it'll be important for us. Again, they're a team that is. They will sit low and they'll play in the transition, but they are a team that I think is mature on the ball and does have more power and more quality in the attacking portion of the field than they've had over the last couple of years with Bogusz and Ponce and Guilherme, and those guys I feel like there's a lot of quality in their group now.
Offensively for you, you mentioned the fact that they could play 5 in the back and they could play in a low block. If that is the case, breaking them down, what would be the key in that regard?
Yeah, again, we've got to get the right numbers in the right places, get enough numbers high. We've got to be diligent in our possessions to make sure we don't lose balls carelessly, just because they will look to break out in transitions if that's the case. But we've got to get numbers in the right place and get enough numbers in the box so that we aren't underloaded when we get into these final actions, and it just makes it easy on them to protect their goals. So it's important for us to get the right numbers ahead of the ball and get movement and get action so that we can pull some of the guys off their last line and try to get in behind. So it'll be interesting. It's a game of mobility and a game of how quickly we can move a ball, and we have to continue running through the back line. We've got to take advantage of, and we will try to take advantage of transition moments today. I think there will be stretches where it's okay if we don't have the ball. It'll be okay if they have the ball a little bit and we stay close together and play them in transition a little bit too, so that they can't just put blocks behind the ball.
That's Galaxy manager Greg Vanney. We'll take a short timeout. Final comments are next. Stay with us.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You win? Must be 21 to enter.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Must be 21 to enter.
Kickoff of our match is less than 10 minutes away. Let's get you up to date on what's going on in Major League Soccer on this beginning of Memorial Day weekend. These finals are in. A big win for St. Louis, starting to turn things around, defeating Austin by a count of 3-0 today. Minnesota and RSL played to a 1-1 draw. DC Montreal tied at 4. Cincinnati pounding Orlando 6-2. Charlotte held on for a 1-0 win against New England. These games all in progress and in the late going. It is Nashville over New York City 2-1. Red Bull leading Sporting Kansas City on the road 2-1. 90th +4, Chicago 2, Toronto 1. Halftime here, Vancouver 2-0 better than San Diego down south. San Jose leading 3-1 at Portland. It is Dallas over Colorado right now 2-1. Although 3 of those games are in the 46th minute. On Sunday, it'll be Atlanta at Columbus, Miami at home against Philadelphia. LAFC will host Seattle to wrap it up before the World Cup break. Here, the Galaxy and Houston have matched up to a 14-14-13 record. They've met in the MLS Cup final twice, both here at this stadium, and both times the LA Galaxy victorious. This club has history, both of these clubs do, against each other. The procession is underway. Our referee for tonight's game is Lorenzo Hernandez. His assistants are Brian Dunn on the near side, Stephen McGonigal on the far side. The fourth official is Christian Campo Hernandez. The VAR is Kevin Stott, with the help of TJ Zablocki. The Galaxy coming in their customary white kits with the blue sash. The Velocity kit is the home kit for 2026. The Houston Dynamo in a little bit of blue and orange and a white trim as well as they make their way to midfield. The captain of the Galaxy tonight is Marco Royce, leading the way to midfield as they will come to center and the upcoming national anthem. LA Galaxy home against the Houston Dynamo, an opportunity to move up the Western Conference with a home win. It is coming up next. Stay with us.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You win. Must be 21 to enter.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You win. Must be 21 to enter.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, wait!
It is game time. This LA Galaxy match is presented by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Moments away from the start of this one, time now for the Modelo starting lineups. Authentic Mexican beer since 1925. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit for the LA Galaxy. We start out with JT Marcinkowski in goal, a 1.40 goals against average. Mickey Yamane at right back. Jakob Glesnes at center back. John Nelson at the left back position. Justin Hack is the other center back for the LA Galaxy. Meanwhile, you have Edwin Cerrillo at central midfield with Elijah Winder, Eric Tommy, Marco Royce. Up top is Joseph Painsil and Gabriel Peck. For the Houston Dynamo, Jonathan Bond in goal, the former Galaxy netminder, 1.76 goals against average. Antonio Carlos, Artur, Augustine Resch, Jack McGlynn, Hector Herrera, Matus Bogush, Guilherme, Andre Linger, Lawrence Inale, and Felipe Andrade. That's the first 11 for the Houston Dynamo. Galaxy huddling up about 40 yards away from goal. They'll defend the goal to our right. Fans still making their way into Dignity Health Sports Park on this Star Wars night. Bobbleheads were given away to a select amount of numbers. It's also Pups at the Pitch night presented by Purina. So above the berm You'll have families with their four-legged children on hand for this one tonight as well. 2 more of those opportunities later on this season. For now, the last game before the World Cup break, as the world comes to North America in the 1st of June. And we'll find out soon the official U.S. men's national team. We are underway here at the Dig, and Houston with the ball off the kickoff. It comes on over to Herrera, who'll play it back defensively. Artur onto the near side, closed there by Joseph Painsil, and played all the way back to Artur once again at the top of their own penalty area. Actually, Antonio Carlos on possession. Back to his goalkeeper, Jonathan Bond. Lifted into midfield, knocked down by Hack. Out towards the near side it comes. Collected by Jack McGlynn. Watch out for that left foot. Played on forward. Bogusz. He'll find Artur this time. Squared over. It'll be Herrera. Back to midfield. And on the stripe is Carlos. Antonio Carlos. Pushed on forward. Guilherme. He'll have it again. He had the winner last time out against Vancouver in the 90th +6. That was a home game for Houston, as Vancouver went on the road the rest of May, preparing their stadium for the World Cup. This will come all the way back to Jonathan Bond. And played out. Antonio Carlos. It'll go far side. Artur able to play it on to the left. Played long into the Galaxy defense. Glesnes out to the right. Yamane. All the way back to Glesnes. Good mark there by Yamane. Squared on over to Hack. Played on to the left side. Nelson. This game being shot by iPhone 17 Pros on Apple TV. If you're joining us there and listening, thank you for joining us. 15 of those cameras being used for tonight's game, and in some new angles, because the cameras obviously are a lot smaller than a normal television camera would be. So you might see some angles on the bench. You certainly will see some angles from behind the goal. Something to look forward to tonight. Painsil. This will come on back to Hack at midfield. Played back to Glesnes. He plays it long on the right side. Good ball ahead here for Gabriel Peck. He collects it. Watched there by one defender. Back out it goes. Right corner of the box. Yamane to Peck. Back out to Tommy. Here's Cerrillo. Plays it over to Painsil. A little short on that ball. And I think the Galaxy, when they get that ball that deep on one side or the other and it comes towards the middle of the penalty area, they need to go forward. When they try to go lateral, they run out of space, too many defenders back. Yamane does well to keep a ball in play on the far side. It comes on back to Winder. Eric Tommy on possession. Glesnes. Tommy. To the right side it goes. Yamane. Winder. Again, Glesnes. He'll play to the left. Painsil will bring this one down, does well. Watched by one defender trying to find his right foot, taking off the ball. And almost got it back. It'll be a throw-in for Houston here. Something the Galaxy haven't had in quite some time is a center back who can switch the point of the attack like Jakob Glesnes can. I think the last time the Galaxy had one that can do it that well was Omar Gonzalez. And probably prior to that was the man sitting on the bench for the LA Galaxy now, Greg Vanney. Glesnes tried to go out the right side, short that time around. Here's Winder, broadcaster's curse, of course. Royce on the right side. He'll find Peck, who trays it, play it into the top of the box, cleared away. And Yamane does well to hold it in. Throw in here for Houston, but it keeps them deep in their own end. This ball will come ahead, trying to find Linger. Glesnes will win it.
Winder back to Yamane. Glesnes, and they'll restart with Justin Hack, central of the Galaxy defense. He'll take it towards the near side. Ahead it goes to Painsil. Up that left channel, gets on through 2 defenders, motoring into the area, squares it across to Royce. It's deflected. The shot by Winder is blocked in front by Resch and cleared away to midfield. Nice build-up that time by the LA Galaxy. Tommy switches out the left side, trying to find Nelson on the bounce. Bond, was he out? And this might be a yellow card to Jonathan Bond. Handball outside the area, and I think the problem with Bond, he did everything right, but unfortunately the ball was outside the box. And a free kick here for the LA Galaxy. Normally that's a card. Free kick for the Galaxy right at the edge of the box and a yard away from the end line. Thank you for listening tonight, wherever you're picking us up on Sirius XM 157, the Galaxy YouTube channel, or on the Apple TV and the local broadcast option. Tommy and Royce stands over the ball at the moment, but Tommy will peel away. Got Yamane at the spot. Cerrillo towards the top of the area near side. Here's Royce. Tries to go back post. He tried to bend it into that back post, and it goes high and over the bar and out of play. Goal kick here for the Houston Dynamo. Just over 6 minutes into this one. Good energy here in the building tonight. And the Galaxy right now playing with some good energy as well, quickly trying to be direct every time they win possession. Here's Bond. Lifts us ahead to Herrera. He'll knock it on down. It comes on over to McGlynn. He'll play into the Galaxy defense, and it'll come on back to Marcinkowski about 30 yards away from his goal. Squares it on over to Hack. Glesnes. Played out the right side. Gabriel Peck. Chests this one down. Royce overlapping. Peck on his left foot. Watched there by one defender in Enali. It'll come on back. Yamane, and they restart from the stripe. Glesnes once again. Plays it on to the left side of the circle. Hack. Ahead it comes. Here's Joseph Painsil. Joe watched by 2 defenders. Really about 5 in the vicinity there, so the Galaxy's going to have to restart towards midfield. It'll come on back to midfield. Hack squares it on over to Glesnes. Yamane. Houston will like to play in transition. Now the Galaxy is comfortable on possession, so that's not a problem. The thing about the Galaxy is they can't get exposed in the back, even though Jakob, Glesnes, and Hack are a little speedier, but they are center backs. And those are not normally the fastest guys on the field. Here's Hack. He'll take it towards the near side. Try to lob it forward. That's broken up quickly. Houston trying to transition. It comes on forward. Linger can't find possession, and Cerrillo will have it for the Galaxy. This needs to go quickly off to the right side to Peck. It's squared to Yamane, and so the Galaxy have to restart. Royce will track back. Has it at the stripe. Back it goes to Peck. He'll play back defensively. Glesnes. Hack. On the left is Nelson. Incidentally, the numbers by both sides and every team around Major League Soccer this particular weekend, they are filled in with the flags of all the nations participating in the upcoming World Cup. So if you can get your hands on one, that'll be a pretty good memento. Nelson. Here's Eric Tommy, a goal and an assist so far for the Galaxy. He had that long stretch with an injury. Glesnes on the right side for Peck. This is promising. Bond off his line. He'll collect in the area. Good idea. A little too much on that one, though.
Herrera. He'll knock back defensively in the box. Antonio Carlos. Herrera once again. Watch there by Winder this time around. Squared on over. Antonio Carlos once again. They'll work to the near side. This is the most uncomfortable Houston will be in possession. And something maybe the Galaxy will force them to do as the game progresses here. McGlynn to the near side. Andrade. Bogusz on the wing has it now, trying to work on Nelson, gets the cross into the 6, through the 6-yard box. It'll be run on down by Guilherme, who has it now, watched by Yamane. He leads the team with 7 goals and 5 assists, I believe, is Guilherme's numbers. Yes, it is. It'll come on back to Antonio Carlos once again, 45 from the Galaxy goal. Bogusz back out and out of play. Good job by Joseph Painsil defensively, forcing the bad pass. Nelson into Painsil. He was fouled there. The referee will call the foul here and a free kick. Felipe Andrade called for the foul on that one. Free kick for the Galaxy. It remains to be seen if Painsil will be called into Ghana. That apparently is coming out Tuesday, that roster, and hopefully that's the case. He helped them qualify for the World Cup. Cerrillo into center circle. Left side it comes to Hack. Whipped on over to Painsil, tries to bring it down. He does well right in front of the Houston bench. It'll come on back to midfield. Painsil squares it centrally to Glesnes, almost picked off there. The Galaxy fortunate that wasn't the case. Yamane will have it on the right. Ahead it goes to Gabriel Peck. Houston was ready to pounce on that ball that came across the Galaxy center circle, that is, to Glesnes, who was able to jump the play. There were 2 defenders about to make that run directly towards the Galaxy goal. Fortunately, Glesnes was heads up and able to get to it. He has it now. Jakob over to Hack. Houston defensively difficult to break down. Really, it's 2 blocks of 4 with the 2 up high, and that's McGlynn and Linger that are defending high. Glesnes into Peck, back out it goes to Glesnes. This time Winder. Cerrillo. Nelson's wide open over here on the left side. Unfortunately, the pass doesn't come. Cerrillo will turn it to the right. Yamane is there. He'll bring it on down. Watched by one defender. Back out it goes to Peck. Winder once again. Normally we see Winder playing in the channel in that 8 position, but he's been playing tonight more wide on that right side for the Galaxy, maybe to allow Yamane to get forward. But it doesn't give the Galaxy any numbers more centrally, so it makes it easier for Houston to defend. Here's Winder. Back out it goes again. Jakob Glesnes ahead to Cerrillo. Back to Glesnes. Winder this time around. Watched by Herrera. Plays it ahead to Yamane. Mickey will knock it on back. Hack past the stripe. Able to play on the left side to Nelson. Good ball centrally to Royce. Back out it goes to Tommy. He overran it just a bit, but has it now. He'll take it down the center of the park. He's got Peck on the right and Tommy to goal. Saved by Bond, and he sends it towards the top of the area. Here's Painsil on the give and go from Royce. Back across it comes the 6 and cleared towards the end line, and Bond saves the corner kick. He'll lob out the near side. Jack McGlynn. Back defensively. Here it goes to Herrera. About a quarter hour into this match, 0-0. The Galaxy heavily in the possession right now, but Houston ready to pounce on any potential mistake, and that's how they're starting this match out. Herrera will play it back to Bond. 18 goals for, 22 against for Houston, a -4. Galaxy have evened things up at 21-21 on the season. Herrera once again, watched there by Winder. And Ali on the left, back out it comes to Herrera. He'll play in towards center, collected by Artur, who knocks it back defensively once more. Bond at the top of his area. Out the near side it comes, Andrade. Watched there by Painsil. I think here's where the Galaxy can really punish Houston if they get the opportunity here. Forced them to handle the ball more than they want to in their own areas. They push it up the left side this time. Resch plays it ahead this time. Guilherme, but they're stuck in their own half of midfield. Now they'll play long down the middle of the park for Bogusz, who's trying to run on it. He's going to get on the end of it, heading towards goal. Cleared away by Justin Hack, who makes the save. First save of the night goes to Justin Hack. Ball held up well for Bogusz, who ran onto it and headed it past JT Marcinkowski. And JT tried to get on the end of it after the bounce, but Bogusz got there first. And this will be cleared by John Nelson now, back to live action in the midfield. And that's exactly how Houston wants to play this evening. McGlynn on the near side. This should be offside on Bogusz. He has possession. The linesman keeps the flag down. The cross on in. Yamane will clear it away. Herrera making the run. He'll keep it alive. Back out it goes. Anali into the area intended for Guilherme, just over the top of him and cleared by Glesnes. It'll come near side to Painsil. Royce trying to play it forward to Painsil, who's got the break on goal. Jonathan Bond getting back to his goal. Here's the shot on goal, saved by Bond and cleared by Anali out of play. So some end-to-end action all of a sudden here at Dignity Health Sports Park, and both goalkeepers, well, one goalkeeper and a defender coming up big so far in this one. Corner kick, LA. It comes in to Royce into Glesnes. His shot is blocked, but it's going to be, we're going to restart. Not necessarily, either way it's going to be a corner kick, but we're going to restart the first one. How about that? So Royce will walk on over to the far side. We're 0-0 inside the 18th minute of play. Peck showing short. Glesnes at the spot with Hack. Painsil in the 6. Tommy covering the goalkeeper with a slight height disadvantage there. Winder at the top of the 6-yard box, shadowed by McGlynn. Here's Royce. Plays it on in. The shot to goal by Winder off the post. Twice now he's been unlucky with that. Not in this game, but in successive games. And the Galaxy have possession again. Cerrillo on the right side for Royce, trying to keep it alive. Did he? No, he did not. It goes over the line and out of play. And this will be a goal kick. There's lots for an LA Galaxy season ticket member to look forward to in 2026. We've got exclusive events, merch, concession discounts, complimentary Apple TV. To learn more and become a member today, visit lagalaxy.com/season tickets. 0-0 here at Dignity Health Sports Park. It'll come on back to Bond. He'll play out the left side, and Ollie, watched there by Peck. Able to play forward to Guilherme. Yamane staying with him. It'll go back defensively. Rush back to his goalkeeper, Bond. Closed by Royce. Tries to play it far side. Winder almost gets on the end of it. Cleared into midfield. Hack to knock it down, but it's won by Bogusz as things become a little more chaotic here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Andrade on the near side. Able to play it forward to Linger. Watched there by Nelson. McGlynn squares it centrally. Bogusz looking to find the shot. The Galaxy do well to close that down. And this will be a foul on Bogusz and a yellow card. as he lost control and ran right into Gabriel Peck and took him down. Free kick, Galaxy, first yellow of the night. Hack, near side to Nelson. Again, Justin Hack. Winder on the far side now. Ahead it goes to Gabriel Peck. He'll go right side, Mickey Yamane. And Royce, good ball into Gabriel Peck, taken in towards goal. Peck tried to play it across to Tommy, and it's cleared out of play for a corner kick, and I thought Gabby would cut onto his left foot and try to go back post. Instead, he wanted to be unselfish and play it across. And the Galaxy may have picked something up here because Resch cannot stay with Gabriel Peck at all. And Resch may have hurt himself. He's kind of holding on to that right hamstring in the penalty area. Actually, that's Antonio Carlos. So Resch doesn't have the speed. Antonio Carlos may have hurt himself, and that's something for concern for Ben Olsen and his bench. Corner kick, Galaxy on the right side. They've been knocking on the door here. And Winder with the flash shot at goal off a corner, banged it off the far post from about 2 yards out. Here's Royce. Lifts it into the area, looking for a Hack. It'll come down to Peck, punches it towards goal. It's blocked inside the 6, out the near side it goes. Collected this time by Linger, who plays it back. Andrade clears into midfield. Settled back for Jakob Glesnes. Yamane. Over to Royce, Tommy. Cerrillo. At the top of the center circle. Ahead it goes to Tommy. Royce. Peck once again. Yamane. Good ball movement here by the Galaxy. Things are opening up just a little bit. Winder, heavy touch. And it comes in towards midfield, and it's a chance for Houston to counter. Out the right side it goes. Bogusz on the run. Hack is back. Plenty of numbers back in white jerseys, but Bogusz, difficult to deal with. It comes back out. McGlynn. Artur, top of the center circle, over to Herrera. Resch, far side of the center circle for Houston. Again, Artur. Guilherme was making the run diagonally between the Galaxy's right back and center back there, between Yamane and Glesnes. They didn't see him, and the Galaxy's fortunate that wasn't the case. That was the case, I should say. Bond. All the way back to him at the top of his own penalty area. He'll go out near side. Again, Antonio Carlos. Herrera. Back it goes to Bond once again. Herrera. Into Artur and back. Good defensive posture by the Galaxy right now. They need to be careful, though. They can't get exposed as it comes into center now. Linger. Out the left side it goes, and Ali getting forward. Yamane defending on the play. Linger trailing into the area, and Ali gets past Yamane. Tries to go top of the box, looking for Herrera. Good job by Edwin Cerrillo, who steps in front and outlets out the right side to Gabriel Peck. It comes on back to Winder. Elijah. Back it goes. Yamane. And back over to Jakob Glesnes. Nice job by Edwin Cerrillo that time. He was chasing back to his own goal. The ball was coming back to the top of the area, recognizing that somebody would be trailing, and it was Herrera this time around. Edwin wins it and quickly cleared it out the right side. Here's Hack at midfield for the Galaxy. Cerrillo at the stripe. Glesnes one more time. Again, Edwin. Winder. Cerrillo one more time. Right side of the circle. Yamane. Galaxy a bit spread out. Touchline to touchline. Hack to the left. Painsil once again. Joe watched by Andrade. A second defender comes on in McGlynn, and they'll restart again at midfield. Hack squares it into Glesnes. Glesnes to the right side looking for Peck. This might be too long. Nope. Gabriel does a good job. Keeps the ball in play. Chests it down. Yamane this time around. Ahead it goes to Winder. Back to Mickey. Centrally to Edwin. Cerrillo. Here's Yamane into Royce. Again, Mickey. Short on that pass. And good job defensively by Anali for Houston. Now Cerrillo picks this ball off. Peck with the shot to goal. Deflected off the defender and over the bar and out of play. Corner kick Galaxy. And that's how quickly things turn for the Galaxy off the turnover. They got themselves a good opportunity from just outside the box. And the shot by Gabriel Peck found the defender. Edwin again jumps the play into Royce and back to Peck. And over the bar and out. Corner kick from the Galaxy once again on that right side. Antonio Carlos did well defensively there. Here's Yamane. Royce back to Mickey. Cerrillo plays it into Peck, now side of the 6. It'll squirt on through Herrera. Out to Artur, kept alive by Tommy. Hack top of the box, trying to find his right foot. Peck now on his left. His shot off of 2 hands. What, did it hit a hand? Our referee's not going to call that off the deflection, I don't believe. But I'm sure it'll be looked at. It'll be looked at upstairs. Kevin Stott is our VAR tonight. I don't think that's going to be a handball. Look at the replay once again. Off the leg and up on the arm. No, that's not a handball. Throw in here for the LA Galaxy. Yamane will have it off of Tommy. Plays it into Peck. Back it goes to Tommy. Squares it over to Royce. Royce 22 yards from goal. Back out goes for Cerrillo. And they'll restart with Glesnes. Again, Eric Tommy. All the way back to Justin Hack. Cerrillo shows for this. Sprayed to the right side. Yamane is there. Tommy making the overlapping run. It comes out to Royce. Squared in for Cerrillo one more time. Good ball in for Yamane. The late run in. And this comes on in for Tommy. Played into Joseph Painsil. He scores! No! The flag goes up for offside. It was close, but I think Mickey could have been offside on the ball that came in. Look at it again here on the replay, and actually, no, Yamane's on. He plays it on in, it comes on back to Joe. I think that might be reversed. That might be reversed. Yamane's onside. Unless the player, they're saying the player that was in an offside position, Peck was in the play or Eric Tommy was in the play. That's going to be a goal. Our referee's going to go to the far side and take a look at it. Lorenzo Hernandez. I believe this is going to be a goal. Looking at it one more time here. The pass by Cerrillo for Mickey. And Yamane's well onside here. I think the AR was looking at Eric Tommy originally. And I think that's where the call came from. But Tommy's not in the play here. It comes on over to Joe, and Joe's the one who scored, and he's also onside. The only way it's an offside is if they say Eric Tommy was part of the play. Here comes the referee to midfield.
After review, Number 2 from LA Galaxy was in an onside position. Final decision is
LA Galaxy 1, Houston Dynamo 0 in the 30th minute of the contest. The goal by Joseph Painsil. And for Joe, a big goal for him. His 3rd on the season to go with 4 assists. And the assist will go to Mickey Yamane. And we continue here. Artur. On the near side it comes Andrade, plays it in towards center. This will be picked off by Winder. Player down for the Galaxy. It's Eric Tommy. Ball played to the right side. Gabriel Peck. Tommy still down, holding on to his foot, trying to get up and walk it off. But Peck on possession. It'll be a throw-in for the LA Galaxy in the far corner. 1-0 Galaxy. Joseph Painsil the goal. Mickey Yamane gets the assist. Maybe Edwin Cerrillo with the secondary there. I would say yes, sir, on that. Justin Hack on possession at midfield for the Galaxy. Here's Glesnes, Winder, and back it'll go. Glesnes once again squares on in for Justin Hack, being closed by McGlynn. Nelson, the Galaxy need to move it a little bit more purposely at this point. It comes on forward for Nelson, a bit too long and out of play. Good idea, but a bit long. Throw it. Antonio Carlos now ahead to Artur for Houston, who wears the captain's armband. Resch. Artur. Andrade. McGlynn drops into the near side and has it there. Interesting how they use Jack McGlynn. Differently, I think, than they did in Philadelphia. But Philadelphia more of a pressing side, therefore, perhaps more room for him to get offensive. Here's the direct ball in for Bogusz. It gets beyond him and Cerrillo, but all the way back to Marcinkowski. Hack. Cerrillo will knock it back. Glesnes. Thinking about playing it long. Decides to play it back to Yamane instead. They'll restart with Marcinkowski. 1-0 Galaxy. Square it on over to Hack. To the near side. He'll push past McGlynn. Still in some trouble. Ahead it goes to Painsil. Lets it go through. Hack continues his run. Winder on the left side for Nelson. Nice job by the Galaxy here, building out of the back and getting forward. It'll go to the right channel. Yamane is there. Ahead it goes to Gabriel Peck. Peck sends Yamane towards the end line. Across it comes to Royce, and he missed the opportunity. It goes wide. He did everything he could have, and he would have scored if he was right in front of goal, but he played it straight. And it goes beyond the far post or the near post to him and out of play. 1-0 Galaxy still here. Great cross, and Marco Royce somehow missed that frame. Jonathan Bond on the goal kick has it now after played over by Resch. Artur. Antonio Carlos in some pressure from the Galaxy. This is good from LA. Bond will play it out the far side, and Ali is there. But the great thing about that ball for the Galaxy, it was flat, basically, across his defense. And it gave the Galaxy an opportunity to get into a better defensive posture, although Houston doing a good job of getting it to midfield. Here's Herrera. Off to McGlynn. On to the right side, Andrade. Herrera. Again, Jack McGlynn. Artur this time around to the far side of Ollie. Watch there by Yamane. Defensively, Artur. He'll play it on back. Antonio Carlos and the Galaxy doing a good job of staying compact themselves now. This will come on forward. Guilherme. Able to work past Cerrillo this time. Painsil staying with him. Guilherme towards his left and lifts it over the bar and out of play. Goal kick for the LA Galaxy. Hey, don't miss out on club updates and exclusive ticket offers sent straight to your phone. Join the Galaxy's new text notification program by texting Galaxy to 81257. 1-0 LA. Justin Hack off the goal kick has it now for the Galaxy. Near side to Nelson. Back it goes to Eric Tommy. Tommy trying to turn forward. Does find Nelson in a good spot. Plays it into center to Royce. Back it comes to Cerrillo as the Galaxy push numbers beyond the midfield stripe now. Here's Yamane on the right. Ahead it goes to Gabriel Peck. Watched by Anali there. And defensive help coming from Guilherme. Yamane into Winder. Here's Cerrillo. Centrally for LA. Glesnes will go right side Yamane and all the way back to the big center back, and the Galaxy restart from there. Cerrillo drops into the hole, has it now for LA. Onto the near side for Hack, and left side it goes to Eric Tommy. Tommy working his way up the left side. Watched there by Andrade. His pass in for Nelson, a bit slow. And Antonio Carlos able to jump it. Here's Bogusz quickly coming downfield. Payne still getting back defensively. And this will be a foul against the Galaxy. And Joseph Painsil is going to pick up a yellow card. Stayed with them in the play, but unfortunately he got him from behind. Hack was there to help out as well. And our referee made his decision. Yellow card to Joseph Painsil here. Want to say a few hellos. Chris Tucker, who's listening in from Hawaii. Deanne Hetherington, who's listening in from Ventura. Football Blue on the Apple TV broadcast. Thank you for being part of it tonight as well. Good free kick opportunity for the Houston Dynamo here. McGlynn's going to take it. There's going to be a one-man wall here for the Galaxy. It's going to be Gabriel Peck. Painsil's going to peel off. Here's the cross by McGlynn into the area. Glesnes gets up high, able to knot it down and cleared away by Winder into midfield. Tommy waits on it for Winder once again. And this will be a free kick and a yellow card coming to Houston's Resch. If that pass was on target, it would not have been a yellow card because Winder would have been off to the races. It was a little behind him. He had to stretch his leg out, and Resch runs right into him. Tactical foul, perhaps. Yellow card, free kick Galaxy. By the way, the goal by Joseph Painsil means you win free hotcakes at Norms. Download the Norms Reward app and receive a free stack of hotcakes after the game. Justin Hack off the free kick has it now for the Galaxy. Glesnes ahead to Winder. Back it goes Yamane. Ahead it comes to Marco Royce. Cerrillo. Here's Mickey Yamane. Tommy. Nelson, and back it goes. Justin Hack once again. Approaching the 39th minute with the Galaxy leading 1-0. Cerrillo. Nelson's wide open on the left. That ball should have gone to him. Instead it goes to Hack. Now into Painsil, and it's too long for Joe. Andrade is there for Houston. Back it goes to Jonathan Bond. He'll lift in the midfield, and Guilherme ducks, and it hits off the chest of Yamane, but apparently a foul against Mickey and a free kick for the Houston Dynamo. Ball on the near side now. Andrade. Defensively, Andrade is marking Joseph Painsil from midfield all the way back. So that's something we'll pay attention to tonight. McGlynn. Antonio Carlos. The Galaxy start their defense at the top of the center circle right now. Front to back, it's about 30 yards. Nice and tight. Guilherme tries to charge into the middle of the park, has to lay it off. And possession still for Houston, but Artur this time. Squares it over to Resch. Again, Artur. And they'll work left and Ali. Watch there by Peck. Herrera, and back it goes to midfield once again. Antonio Carlos, this time Jack McGlynn. We played 40, 1-0 Galaxy. Guilherme shot, scores! From 23 yards out, and we're tied at 1 apiece. No chance for JT Marcinkowski. What a goal by Guilherme. As the ball came forward to him, one touch, puts it on his right foot and blasts a dipping shot into the far side of that shot. 1-1 here as the Houston Dynamo tied up. Guilherme with his 8th goal on the season. As we look at it again on the replay, one touch, sets it up, and the step out wasn't there from the Galaxy defenders. Too much of a space for him. 3 yards off the defender was in Yamane. And when it comes across the arc from the far side to the near post, as we look at it, you gotta remember all those bodies in front there. Goalkeeper sees it from like 8 yards in front of him. 1-1 here as we approach halftime. Glesnes. Winder, and back it goes. Yamane. Mickey with again on possession. Gabriel Peck. And they'll restart with Glesnes one more time. Near side it goes to Hack. Cerrillo's available centrally. Hack looking at it and now lays it off to Eric Tommy. Galaxy no need to tighten up here. Hack will be brought down. That'll be a foul against Linger and a free kick for the LA Galaxy. Elevate your game day in 2026 with a premium membership. Visit premium.lagalaxy.com to learn more. Ball on the right side. Yamane, it'll come on back to Cerrillo. Glesnes this time around. Watched by Linger. They'll turn it back to the goalkeeper, JT Marcinkowski. 42 minutes played. 1-1. Marcinkowski. Houston's a little more aggressive now after the equalizer. Ball comes near side to Nelson. He'll bring it on down. Bogusz closes him. But Nelson's still on possession. Ball comes out to Cerrillo. Play it into Winder. He'll turn it over to Glesnes onto the right side. Pushes past the stripe. He's got Yamane on the chalk. Decides to take it into the channel to Peck, who plays it back for Yamane. And out of play. Goal, I should say throw in, excuse me. Galaxy will get it back. Cerrillo with a good slide tackle in front at midfield. And it comes out now to Gabriel Peck out of the pile. Ball on the left near side now to Nelson. Played it left for Painsil. It redirects back into Royce. Joe trying to run it on in, and the slide tackle there by Antonio Carlos may have saved a good goal-scoring opportunity for the Galaxy. Corner kick here, LA. Here's Royce. Plays it top of the box. Here's John Nelson, squared on over to Cerrillo. Back to the left, trying to find Royce, cleared away by Bogusz. Guilherme, foul against Painsil and a free kick. Joe needs to be careful now on that yellow card. It's going to be interesting to see what Greg decides beyond halftime. Hey, support the LA Galaxy Foundation. Browse their in-game auctions. Just text Galaxy to 76278 to start bidding on a Super 73 and LA Galaxy collaboration bike. The auction opens at 3:30 this afternoon, of course, and it'll close at the 75th minute of the match. Text Galaxy to 76278 to bid. McGlynn. It'll come on back. Andrade and all the way back to his goalkeeper, Jonathan Bond. Approaching 45 minutes here. 1-1. Resch on the far side and Ollie. Here's Guilherme who's showing for the ball. Back it comes to Resch. Guilherme lifting long and Ollie making the run. Yamane with him into the far corner. Nice job by Mickey getting back. Clears it away. 4 minutes of stoppage. This will come out to Herrera. Guilherme ahead. Inali once again. Yamane defending on the play, giving some ground. It comes on out. Bogusz. Again, Guilherme. Into center. Antonio Carlos. McGlynn. His left-footed ball is deflected. It comes out wide and out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Houston. 3.5 to go before the break. Guilherme. All the way back, Antonio Carlos almost got wrong-footed there for Houston. Plays it on the near side, McGlynn. Andrade has to show for this and now plays it all the way back again to a center back, Antonio Carlos. Tommy pressuring. Artur gets back, has it now, plays it forward. Here's Herrera. Watched there by Joseph Painsil. Herrera still on possession. Plays it into center. You'll find Bogusz. The Galaxy look a little spread thin right now. And Ali on the far side working on Yamane. Trying to find his shot. And Cerrillo is there to clear it away. Edwin Cerrillo having a nice game so far for the Galaxy. Bond way outside his goal. He'll collect it for Houston. Antonio Carlos able to play this one forward. McGlynn on the right side of the circle. Into Guilherme. Andrade. McGlynn. Out the right side, Andrade once again. Chipped and out of play. Bad ball. Throw in here for the LA Galaxy. And John Nelson will take it. Justin Hack. Glesnes. Winder. Turn it on back towards the right side, Yamane. Perhaps an opportunity missed there. If he played it across over to Cerrillo, he could have taken up the space centrally. But the Galaxy will build out of the back again. Justin Hack. Glesnes. About a minute and a half to go as this ball goes out the right side. Peck keeps it in play. Anali on possession though for Houston. Played on in. Cerrillo picks it off. Tommy now taking towards goal. Left-footed ball off the defender. Comes out the near side and played central. Winder has it deflected and comes back to midfield. Justin Hack. And Eric Tommy not looking good right now between an ankle and a hamstring. I think he might go at halftime. We'll see. Right side it goes Yamane now. And Tommy still limping away here. I'm not sure exactly what part of that leg, but he keeps on motioning towards the hamstring. And Lucas Sanabria will be warming up, I believe, with about 45 seconds to go. Painsil. And Tommy's going to try to get through the half. He's just kind of walking on it gingerly. Glesnes, Yamane. Ahead it goes to Cerrillo. Edwin. Still on possession. To the right side. Nice job. Here's Winder for the Galaxy. Plays it ahead to Peck. Tries to heel it on over. Cleared by Resch towards midfield. About 10 seconds to go before the break. McGlynn. And Eric Tommy just kind of trying to just take up space at the moment here. Not able to really provide anything else other than that. Our referee will point to midfield, and that is the end of 45 minutes here at Dignity Health Sports Park. And Eric Tommy motioning towards that right ankle as he will limp off the field and into the tunnel and leave this match, I believe, after 45 minutes. Galaxy get the goal from Joseph Painsil, but Guilherme comes back late in the first half to tie things up 1-1 in a very entertaining first 45 minutes on Star Wars night on Memorial Day weekend here at Dignity Health Sports Park. LA Galaxy won, the Houston Dynamo won. Halftime is coming up next.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You win. Must be 21 to enter.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. Halftime here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Hey, download the LA Galaxy app today as your one-stop shop for everything Galaxy. Easy ticket management, exclusive content, the latest Galaxy news and scores. Visit lagalaxy.com/app for more information. We are 1-1 after 45 minutes here at the Dig. Galaxy, of course, leading in the possession stat. We expected that. In fact, I think both coaches are going to be, to the most part, pleased with the way their teams are playing in their style. The Galaxy is playing their style, and certainly Houston is playing their style. Shots for the Galaxy, 12. 3 for Houston. 3 shots on target for the Galaxy. 2 big misses. One by Winder off the post, and the other one by Marco Royce at that same post but wide of the goal. That's something we'll pay attention to. Houston's has only 2 shots on target, and one found the back of the net. Remember, Justin Hack saved an open goal early in the game for the LA Galaxy off a shot from Matus Bogusz. 339 total passes for the Galaxy, 232 for Houston, 95.6 passing accuracy for the Galaxy, which is back to where they have been in a normal situation. 93.5 for Houston, which is pretty good as well. 5 corners for the Galaxy, none for the Houston Dynamo. Good defending there on the part of the Galaxy to this point, I would say. Offside, the Galaxy called one-time offside. Yellow cards, 2 for Houston and 1 for the Galaxy. Joseph Painsel scored the goal for the Galaxy. Picked up a yellow card there. Fouls, I should say, pretty even. 5 fouls against Houston 3 against the Galaxy. So far, a pretty clean game between these Western Conference rivals. It is Galaxy 1, Houston Dynamo 1. Halftime will continue right after these words. LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Must be 21 to enter.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. Halftime continues on this Star Wars night at Dignity Health Sports Park. 1-1, the Galaxy and Houston Dynamo. Our hero of the match is United States Space Force Master Sergeant Nellie Black. Master Sergeant Black enlisted in the United States Air Force in 2006 and is currently the Inspector General Senior Enlisted Leader for Space Force Systems Command in El Segundo for Space Force, of course. Throughout her career, Master Sergeant Black has served as the Radio Communications Operator, Airman, Leadership School Instructor, Cybersecurity Officer, and Senior Enlisted Leader. The LA Galaxy thank Master Sergeant Black for her service and dedication to our country and community. And on this Memorial Day weekend, thank you to all the service members and their families for their sacrifices to our great nation. As we mentioned, most likely it'll be Lucas Sanabria coming on for the injured Eric Tommy. He's been the one doing most of the work here in the halftime intermission, but the Galaxy brought up a new player from Ventura County, signed him to a short-term contract. You might be familiar with the last name, Vanny, Dylan Vanny. Could he see some action? I talked to Greg about that.
We'll see how the game goes. It's priority one, win the game. But he's been here at the Galaxy for, I think, 6+ years. He's been the Academy Player of the Year. He's won 3 national championships with the U17 and U18 team. He's been one of the best players in the second team consistently for 2 seasons. He's a leading goal scorer there now. I feel like, he's trained with the first team a fair amount. He's earned his opportunity. He's had to wait a long time, but he's earned his opportunity, and we'll see how things go tonight. He finally signed the contract just the other day, and so a lot of things are coming together for him here in this moment, and so I'm sure he's proud. It's always a dream of every LA Galaxy player who's in the academy to one day dress for the first team and have that opportunity. So he's no different than anybody else. He has to earn it, and he's excited about it.
Greg Vanney talking about his son Dylan. Perhaps we see a Galaxy debut tonight, but right now it's 1-1, the Galaxy and the Houston Dynamo. The second half is coming up next. Stay with us. LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Must be 21 to enter.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. This LA Galaxy match is presented by Modelo, made for those with a fighting spirit. We are just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. Lights are off here at Dignity Health Sports Park for the disc jockey doing his thing at the moment. Good opportunity here to get you an update on the scoreboard in Major League Soccer, where these finals are in. Nashville defeated New York City 2-1. Red Bull 2-1 better than Sporting Kansas City. Chicago 2-1 over Toronto at home. Vancouver goes into San Diego and doubles up San Diego. 4-2 the final in that one. San Jose bounces back. They get a win at Portland 3-1. We'll keep an eye on the coaching situation there coming up at the break. Dallas 2-1 over Colorado in Colorado. That's a big win for Dallas. It hurts the Galaxy's chances to jump to 6th place in the MLS West after tonight, but we'll see what happens if the Galaxy can pull off the victory. St. Louis gets a good win at home against Austin 3-0. Minnesota and RSL tied at 1. DC and Montreal, 4-4 the final there. Cincinnati beat up on Orlando by a score of 6-2. It was Charlotte 1, New England 0. Galaxy and Houston is a lone game in progress right now. Sunday it'll be Columbus at home against Atlanta. Miami will host Philadelphia. Seattle plays at LAFC, and then the World Cup break gets underway. And early next week we will find out the U.S. men's national team. I know there's some leaks out there on potential full rosters, but that's not for us to talk about at the moment. We'll let it become official from U.S. Soccer, and we will go from there. We wish luck to the United States men's national team, hosting their second ever World Cup. 30 years later, over 30 years later, it comes back to the United States, where in 1994 it was the most popular World Cup ever, and the numbers for that World Cup are still atop all the other ones. Galaxy make the substitution. It'll be Lucas Sanabria that comes on. No, not yet. Eric Tommy's going to give it a go, and the Galaxy have the ball off the kickoff, coming back for Jakob Glesnes, who plays it long and out of play over the end line. Goal kick here for the Houston Dynamo. So Eric Tommy's going to give it a go here. We'll see how far he can continue in the second half in a 1-1 match. Resch is going to take the goal kick and touches it over to Jonathan Bond, and he'll lob it long into midfield. Knocked down by Linger towards the near side. Herrera run it down, keeps it in play. Able to play ahead to Guilherme, who scored the goal in the 41st minute for Houston to tie the thing up. But the Galaxy have possession here. Here's Cerrillo. Back it goes to Hack, who was a bit surprised by that pass. Onto the left side to Nelson. He'll push on forward. McGlynn tries to close him down. Nelson does well to keep possession. 3 defenders around him at the moment. In for Royce, and on the wrong side of him, unfortunately. And back it comes to Bond. Ball on the right side here. As it comes ahead, Antonio Carlos, and off of Cerrillo and out of play. Throw in. Throwing for Houston on the right side. Andrade plays it in for Bogusz. That could be a handball. Nope. We continue. It'll come on back to Bond. No pressure on Jonathan Bond, and I think perhaps if João Klaus was at the forward position, that would be a little different than Marco Royce, and it's understandable. Here's Bond once again. Ahead to Herrera. Squared on over Antonio Carlos to the right side. It goes McGlynn. Ahead this time to Artur. McGlynn once again far touchline and played it out of play, and his pass intended for Bogusz. Throw in here for the LA Galaxy. Cerrillo. He'll turn back towards his own penalty area. Now plays it across the top of the box. It comes on over to Jakob Glesnes. He'll play near side to Mickey Yamane. Glesnes once again. Here's Hack. Glesnes. Nelson was about to make that run on the left side, but the Galaxy decided to slow things for a moment. Cerrillo over to Hack. Played in for Eric Tommy. Wheeled on over to Glesnes over towards the near side. Yamane. This is station to station for the Galaxy. They need to find their rhythm once again. The spacing's a bit off from what it was in the first half. Cerrillo. Again, Edwin, this time in for Winder, who's central this time around. So those are kind of the changes the Galaxy are making here. Winder is finding himself a little more centrally for the Galaxy compared to on that right side wide. In the first half, he was kind of hanging out wide, almost the backside of Mickey Yamane, who Mickey was getting forward. Now it's a little different here to start the second half. Gabriel Peck now at the stripe. It'll come on back to Glesnes. Yamane on the right. Winder squares this one over to Cerrillo. Tries to ping it to the far side, but right on into Bogusz, and the Galaxy need to get back defensively. McGlynn closed by Cerrillo, who does well recovering. It's a really good game for Cerrillo. He has a mistake there on the pass, but he recovers well, and here come the Galaxy again. Here comes Joseph Painsil. Along the end line, puts on the brakes. Did it go out? It did. Goal kick. Good idea there by Joe. I think instead of trying to put on the brakes and buy some time, he could have just played that through. Tried to pull that back towards the spot. He had two players crashing into the area. Eric Tommy as well as Marco Royce. Here's Bond. Plays it on over to Artur. Out the right side it goes. Antonio Carlos. This is better from the Galaxy in their press. Artur will have it. Eric Tommy to close him and then cleared to midfield. So bounce on back. Winder has it now for the Galaxy. Yamane at the stripe. Gabriel Peck. Here's Mickey on the near side. Back to midfield it comes. Glesnes. Thinking about the switch. Plays it into the far corner. This might be too long, and it is. Out of play. Goal kick once again for Jonathan Bond at the Houston Dynamo. World Cup getting underway on June 11th. Plenty of watch parties and community celebrations going on throughout the Southland. Take a look at it at LAGalaxy.com for a chance for you to participate. Here's Bond once again. He'll lift towards the near side. Enali plays it into Guilherme. Closed by Peck, but Guilherme does well. Resch. He was looking for Enali at the near side touchline, but Enali already ran into midfield, and so they have to restart all the way back to the goalkeeper, Bond. Bond outside the area. Again, Guilherme will start. It'll come on back to Artur. Guilherme. Staring at a bunch of white shirts. Now turns on the Jets. Tries to get past Winder. Elijah does well to close him down. It'll come on loose to midfield. Here's Tommy trying to send Joe the other way. On the quick counterattack for the Galaxy. Closed off at the last moment there by Andrade. It'll come back to midfield. Right side. Here's McGlynn, who's got plenty of green in front of him. This is dangerous. McGlynn into Guilherme. Almost touched it past Yamane. And Mickey does well that time around. Cerrillo can't clear, but Hack does towards the near side for Gabriel Peck. He's late on that ball, and Ollie comes out with possession for Houston. Working on Yamane now. Left corner going forward. Guilherme. Peck defending on him. Back out it goes to midfield. Resch will restart for Houston. Antonio Carlos back to Resch. Able to play this one ahead. McGlynn sending Linger into the Galaxy penalty area off the backside of a Glesnes. Here's the shot to goal over the bar by Bogusz. And a goal. The Galaxy need to make the substitution here. I know Eric Tommy is showing how brave he is and courageous he is to be out there to help his club out. But he doesn't have the steam, even though he's working through what looks to be a little bit of pain. And it looks like Sanabria. And perhaps it's going to be Nascimento that comes on. But Tommy motioned towards the near sideline saying, not yet. He's going to give it a go a little further. But here's the problem. If the Galaxy turn the ball over in midfield like they did on the last rush, LA's in trouble in that channel. Artur now for Houston. Here's Anali on the left side past the stripe. 1-1 the score here inside 55 minutes of play. Guilherme switching to the right side. Bogusz working on Nelson. Back out it goes McGlynn. Painsil back defensively. Square to the top of the box. Herrera closed there by Surreal and Winder. Back out it goes Andrade. McGlynn this time around. Pings it into the area. Knocked away by Glesnes. Second ball comes on forward. Linger turns to the right side. This time around McGlynn. That left-footed ball saved by J.T. Marcinkowski, who bats it over the bar. That's your Spectrum save of the game coming in the Houston. Nice job by J.T. You knew that shot was coming from McGlynn. Left-footed ball that was going to go across the goal to that back post. And J.T. was ready for it that time around. Corner kick Houston. Galaxy readying 2 to come on here in a moment. Guilherme is going to take this corner kick. Plays it into the 6, knocked away by Royce, who's dropped to the ground, and it's going to be a foul and a free kick, and the substitutions will come here. Royce is going to leave the match, I believe. Eric Tommy will leave first. And so will Elijah Winder in this case. So Winder leaves, Nascimento comes on, Tommy leaves. So Sanabria goes into the midfield. Winder is done. Nascimento goes up high, and the Galaxy drop in with 4 in the midfield, with Royce dropping back. Here's Joseph Painsil turning forward, pulled from behind by Andrade. Here's a yellow card to him. And the tactical foul goes in the Galaxy's favor, but Andrade did well. If you're a Houston Dynamo fan, something players have to do when they're about to get beat and they know they won't be able to catch them. I know that some people want to take that out of the game. That's all part of the game. Here's Hack. Has it now for the Galaxy once again. Justin Hack, who saved a goal earlier in the first half. Off of Bogusz. Here's Glesnes now. He'll play to the near side. Yamane pushes this ahead. He'll find Gabriel Peck. Peck. It'll come on loose. Sanabria trying to get on the loose ball, but Herrera does well, able to play it forward. Here's the counterattack for the Houston Dynamo. Linger to the left side. Guilherme getting forward. Yamane getting back defensively. Guilherme, a couple of step overs on his right foot. Squares it in, top of the box. Bogusz. McGlynn plays it over to Herrera, continuing his run, but he has it on the right and played back on out. Andrade. Who has it now? Right side it goes again, McGlynn. This will come ahead to Bogusz. Right side one more time, McGlynn. Bogusz, right corner of the Galaxy penalty area. Going forward. Again, McGlynn. Watched there by Joseph Painsil. Again, Bogusz one more time. Andrade. Bogusz, and they'll have to restart from midfield. Antonio Carlos here for Houston. Nascimento returned from his injury and scored for the Galaxy last week. The second goal of the contest that iced it for LA at Seattle. Here's Jonathan Bond. Nice understanding between he and Gabriel Peck on that goal. Herrera. Guilherme. 59 minutes played, 1-1. Ball on the left side. And Ali Nice job by Yamane, breaks it up for the moment, but Houston still on possession. Played long into the Galaxy defense. Bogusz brings it down, trying to charge towards the penalty area, looking for the shot, fires away, and Glesnes gets down low to deflect it over the bar. Corner kick. Jakob Glesnes closed it down to save a sure shot on goal. Corner kick Houston here. Corner from the far side. They should bend away from the goalkeeper on the right-footed corner kick. Played in towards the top of the six, knocked away by Glesnes, kept alive by Houston though. Bogusz on possession, watched there by Gabriel Peck, puts it on his right foot, plays it on in. Glesnes is there to clear it away. On the bounce towards the near side touch, Herrera does well. He's going to get a foul and a free kick against Gabriel Peck. No yellow there. Artur for the Houston Dynamo. Antonio Carlos at the center circle. Lays it off to McGlynn. Again Artur and towards the near side Resch. Good job by Royce. Pokes that ball away, but Houston on possession. Artur was spring-loaded. As soon as he touched with Royce, he went to ground. Guillermin ahead to Herrera as he's playing a little further downfield. Hector Herrera is. Linger this time around almost beats Cerrillo. Comes on forward. Nelson wins it. Ahead it comes the Painsil. Joe weaving his way through. Now plays it on the wing and way too long and fast for John Nelson, but it'll be a throw-in for the Houston Dynamo here. Houston's had the better of the possession and the better of the play to start the second half. Galaxy has been in more of a defensive posture, and that's okay. But what the problem has been for LA, though, they've been stretched. They've been giving up lanes offensively for Houston, and they've created a couple of good opportunities. Two big saves, one by JT Marcinkowski, and then the other a close down on the part of Jakob Glesnes. Guillermin knocks this ahead. Linger plays in this space. Bogusz on the run. Glesnes gets there first. He'll knock it back to his goalkeeper Marcinkowski, who just plays in the midfield. Far side McGlynn kept it in play. Guillermin takes up the space. Watched there by Cerrillo. Gets it off to Bogusz once again. Plays it through, and this one's going to trickle all the way into the near corner and finally out of play beyond the near side flag. Goal kick Galaxy. Glesnes over to Yamane. Mickey has been staying at home to start the second half, and maybe Houston has something to do with that in terms of their adjustments. Here's Hack on the far side to Nelson. Again, Justin Hack. This time Glesnes. Sanabria, his first touch since coming on. Yamane this time around, right in front of the Galaxy bench. Played on in for Nascimento. The Galaxy's fortunate to get this one back. Sanabria as it pinballed around there for a moment. Cerrillo onto the left side for Hack. Houston's about to ready their first substitute. It'll be Painsil for the Galaxy. He scored the goal for LA in this 1-1 game. Sanabria, right side it goes. Yamane once again. Not making the run up the wing. He's kind of staying at home, Mickey, at the moment, even though he's in advanced position. Glesnes will switch. Looking for Painsil on the left side. Bogusz defending. Joe looking to cut it back onto his right, but now he's closed by McGlynn as well. Painsil needs some help at the moment. Good work by Painsil, though. Back out it comes the midfield. Justin Hack, and they'll restart. Better sequence here for the Galaxy. Mauricio Cuevas called to the bench for LA. Yamane into Royce. It'll come back out. Marco still on possession. Yamane once again. Again Royce. 3 defenders trying to wall it off for the LA Galaxy going forward. They'll restart at midfield with Cerrillo. Squares it over to Hack. Quickly on the left side it goes. Joseph Painsil here for the Galaxy. Working on Bogusz. Towards that end line. He'll turn it back around. I thought Joe might have had the angle to drop that shoulder and charge into the penalty area. Here's Hack now getting forward, trying to weave his way through. He loses possession. The quick counter is coming for Houston, and Sanabria closes that down. It's going to be a throw-in for Houston, but the Dynamo have a player down. Far side of their penalty area. It looks to be Andrade is going to get up, but he's all right. Throw in Houston, the substitution coming. Ponce coming on for Linger. Ezekiel Ponce coming on for the Houston Dynamo. It's one of the players that Greg Vanney referenced in our pregame interview. Dangerous player to deal with. Linger's done a lot of the hard work here, but I think Ponce's more clinical forward for the Dynamo. It's one of the things Greg was talking about in the pregame. This might be one of the more talented Houston Dynamo clubs in quite some time. Foul here against Justin Hack. Free kick at midfield for Houston. Perhaps back to the days of Dominic Kinnear coaching the Houston Dynamo. Brian Ching and those guys. Galaxy making their substitution here. Yamane will leave, and here comes Mauricio Cuevas. He'll go 66 minutes for LA. It's a good test for Mauricio defensively. Ball comes right side now. Ponce closed by Hack. Out of play. Another throw-in for Houston. On the right side, Ponce once again knocks it into the Galaxy defense. Cleared away by John Nelson. Antonio Carlos heads it forward. Cleared by the Galaxy once more. Here comes Joseph Painsil playing up the left side. Gets past Andrade. Plays it in for Nascimento. Right side it goes. Peck, his shot blocked by Anale. Peck and Anale collide. Anale goes flying. No foul, says the referee. Here's Royce. Cuevas back out to Marco Royce. A little late on that run from Lucas Sanabria, so the Galaxy have to reset. Glesnes to the right side for Cuevas. Sanabria is going to make the run. It's a little late there, and back out it comes. Glesnes once again. A little unsure of themselves. You got to play a little bit more courageously. Glesnes to the right side. Cuevas into Lucas Sanabria. He'll get forward. Peck has it now. Taken off the ball. Cuevas comes on in. Unfortunately, it's Houston that comes out on the break back the other way. And this is going to stretch out. Guilherme will put on the brakes and give everybody a chance. Plays it centrally, McGlynn. McGlynn to the right side, Bogusz. Nelson has his hands full here. Bogusz trying to find his shot. Comes back out to McGlynn. He lets it go for Artur. Nascimento getting back. It comes on loose. Peck, can he find it? No. Resch will come out with possession for Houston. On the left side it comes. Sanabria defending on the play. Back out. Herrera. Guilherme. He'll just stand over it. Now plays it into the box looking for Ponce, who's on the run. Marcinkowski will collect near side of his 6. Ahead it goes to Cerrillo now for the Galaxy. Quickly ahead to the left side. Nelson will push it forward. Take up the space. He's got Joe to his left. Plays it in for Nascimento, who loses his footing. And cleared out. The Galaxy need to be careful here. Here comes the counterattack for Houston. Bogusz working on Hack, who's giving ground. Cerrillo back to help out. The cross and shot towards goal is saved by Marcinkowski. Guilherme, though, on possession. Nice job by Sanabria staying with him. McGlynn to the right side. Bogusz once again on his left foot this time around. Back out it goes to McGlynn. He'll lift left side. Anali in the area. Peck defending on the play. Anali still on the ball. Out to the left side for Herrera. Here's Artur. Guilherme. Watch out for that right foot. Anali. McGlynn knocks it into the box. Knocked away by Glesnes with the header. Second balls right now are being won by the Houston Dynamo, making things difficult on the Galaxy. Guilherme to the left side. Here's Anali. Watched there by Mauricio Cuevas. Back out to Artur, left corner of the Galaxy penalty area. Anali one more time. Guilherme squares it over, and they'll restart centrally. Resch one more time. Antonio Carlos this time. Everybody forward past the center circle for Houston. And they'll restart defensively now. Antonio Carlos all the way back to his goalkeeper, Jonathan Bond. Ball comes near side to Resch. He'll play ahead. Herrera. In the channel is Guilherme getting forward. Sanabria gets in front, takes the ball off his foot. No foul. Lucas near side to Peck. And it'll come on back defensively to Cuevas. He'll get past the midfield stripe with Gabriel Peck on the right side. Gabby. Centrally Sanabria. Lays it off to Cerrillo. Royce drops in, has it now for the Galaxy. Left side for Joseph Painsil. We've played 71 minutes. Tied at 1. Bogusz defending on Joe, and back out it goes to Royce. Cerrillo. Right side to Cuevas. Brings it down well. Tries to play it into the area and deflected up high and collected by Bond. Herrera lifts in the midfield. Won by the Galaxy once again. Here's Painsil. Over to Gabriel Peck. Right side it comes. Cuevas back into the spot and broken up. Nice job defensively by Artur. It'll come on back to Antonio Carlos. Herrera this time around for the Houston Dynamo. Galaxy look a little slow out there. They've had a full week at home, but not sure why that's the case at the moment. Really good energy in the first half. Maybe should have come away with 2. Should be fresh enough to deal with things here with 20 minutes to go. Ball comes near side now. Anali for Houston. Sanabria getting back to help out. Guilherme on the left. Watched there by Cuevas. Artur thinking about the shot. Fires away. Saved by Marcinkowski. JT. 2 good ones here in the second half. The one off one off McGlynn was great. That'll find its way on a highlight reel somewhere. Cerrillo for LA. Houston summons another substitute to the bench area. Glesnes on the right side. Gabriel Peck. Cuevas will switch it. Trying to find Joseph Painsil. Andrade and he run into each other, but Andrade does well to win possession back in the midfield, and Houston's just more direct in the Galaxy and creating problems. Ponce making the run on the right side now. Watch there by Glesnes. Back out it goes. Bogusz over to McGlynn. Squares it over. Anali, top of the arc, fires, and just wide of the far post. And all JT Marcinkowski could do is look at that one, and it goes out of play. Goal kick Galaxy. Quickly taken here. Here's Cerrillo. Cuevas can't find the pass. And Ali fouled by Cuevas. Free kick. A little rough here by the Galaxy at the moment in terms of their play. Artur centrally. Here's McGlynn. Dodges Cerrillo. Ahead it goes the Herrera. And one of the differences maybe Houston made at the break is Herrera is more advanced than he was in the first half. So that adds another body in the offensive end. Another creative body, that is. And here comes Houston again. Glesnes with the clearance. This will be a throw-in for the Houston Dynamo. Thrown will be near side. Guilherme. Houston's readying 2 to come on here in a moment. Samaseku will be one of them. And the other one, Augustin Buzat, who played last game. Ponce to the left side. Guilherme. Cuevas defending on the play. Guilherme towards the byline, back in towards center, cleared away by Cerrillo. And the Galaxy living dangerously right now. Pups at the Pitch night presented by Purina is back. Don't miss out on the remaining Pups at the Pitch. Purchase a ticket and a dog pass for the upcoming Pups at the Pitch games, August the 1st, September 12th. You can purchase those tickets and learn more by visiting lagalaxy.com/pups at the pitch. Gabriel Peck. Ahead it comes to Sanabria. Needs to get this ball away. Plays it ahead. Andrade getting back. Bond way outside. He gets beaten. Joseph Pencil has a chance at goal. Marching into the 6. Andrade staying with them. Joe is down. The referee. No penalty. Royce continues here. It's the correct call. Back out it comes. Cerrillo thinking about the shot. Saved by Bond and cleared away by Inali. I'm not sure Jonathan Bond had to do that in terms of the dive, but he made the save and boxed it away. Now Joseph, I believe, needs to leave the match, or he thinks it's going to be a penalty. Bogusz, right side of the Galaxy box right now. It'll come on in to Guilherme at the left side of the arc. Back to the right it goes. Herrera, Ponce, Herrera and back. Be careful here. Herrera plays into the area. Glesnes will clear it away. It's going to find its way to the end line. Nice job by Cerrillo. He'll get the goal kick out of it. Substitutions for the Houston Dynamo. Bozat and Samaseku coming on. Hey, the 2025 Ryzen kit still available. It's available at the LA Galaxy team store. Check it out. They'll wear it a few more times this season, the Galaxy will. Harbor Miller being subbed into the bench for the Galaxy. Artur is done. Herrera is done. I think Houston has just switched quality for speed in the final 13 minutes, looking for the game winner, thinking that they might be able to get that against the Galaxy. In the meantime, Joseph Painsil is down and will have to leave the match, which means Miller will replace him. And Caesar rolled on, and Julie Beveridge coming on to take a look at him. But now that the substitution will happen, Joe will have to come off the pitch. Miller will come on the left side. Certainly doesn't have the same speed that Joseph Painsil does, and he'll definitely not be in the position to stretch things. So he'll tuck on into the channel there on that left side. It might give the Galaxy more numbers, though, in towards the middle, and perhaps help out a bit more. Julian Aude is available for the Galaxy. But at this point, I'm not, unless you need him in an attacking position off that left side for the Galaxy in a wing-back role. We leave John Nelson at home dealing with Bogusz, making those runs on the right side. Goal kick Galaxy, comes back to Marcinkowski. He chips into midfield. Royce gets on the first ball. It'll come on back. Peck can't find it. Mauricio Cuevas gets a piece of it and has it now for the Galaxy. Back it comes to Sanabria. He'll switch on over to Harbor Miller. We'll run it down. Miller working on Andrade. Harbor Miller tried to send Royce through. It comes on back to the kid. Miller, that is, for the Galaxy. Still with it. Plays it left for Nelson. Back out it comes. Cerrillo. Sanabria. Glesnes. Onto the right side. Gabriel Peck. In for Cuevas, who keeps it alive, but it's going to be Houston on the second ball. Guilherme plays into center. The Galaxy need to close this down. McGlynn plays it forward. Ponce getting ahead. He's got plenty of green in front of him as the Galaxy drop back defensively. Ponce on the right side. Here's Bogusz. Miller gets back to help out. Samasaki. Samaseku, excuse me. Resch this time around. Left side it goes, and Ali. Glesnes does well to step in front, clear this ball away, but Resch closes down the counter. The pass intended for Peck, and Houston again on possession. Guilherme. It'll come left side. Collected by Bozat. Back out it comes. Guilherme and Ali. Back to Guilherme. Antonio Carlos. He'll play it forward for Bogusz. This will be won by Hack. Galaxy need to get forward quickly. This ball ahead for Nascimento. Bond off his line. He's going to collect it near side of his penalty area. Good idea, but a little too much on that ball. Ball comes near side. Guilherme played centrally, cleared away by the Galaxy. Sanabria barreling through. Now for Nascimento. Fires, saved by Bond. Great save by Jonathan Bond that time. He was leaning the wrong way, but got that wingspan down. Gabriel Peck for the Galaxy. Back out it goes. Cuevas. Cerrillo. Gabriel Peck. Again, Cuevas. Cerrillo. Right side it goes. 82 minutes played, 1-1. Cerrillo for the Galaxy. Sanabria. Back to Edwin Cerrillo. The Galaxy need to do better than this going backwards. Back to midfield it goes to Glesnes now for LA. He'll go top of the center circle. Glesnes still on possession. Sanabria on possession this time for the Galaxy. Plays it wide to the right. Cuevas to Gabriel Peck. Royce. Again, Gabriel Peck. Into Cuevas. Back it goes to Cerrillo. They'll work the right side. Bad pass this time around. Guilherme will win this one. Here's the run by Ponce. Galaxy getting numbers back. The pass deflected by Royce. And back to Glesnes and the Galaxy on possession. Marco Royce. And again, the passing is just not with enough intention on the ball. And defenders are able to get in front, just like Guilherme was moments ago. And the Galaxy have to restart with midfield from Edwin Cerrillo. Glesnes to Edwin. The Galaxy have abandoned that left side now. Glesnes will now play it to the left for John Nelson. Nelson cuts in towards center. Sanabria restarts with Cerrillo. Back it over to Glesnes now. He'll take it up further. Plays in for Royce, and Marco thought he was fouled. No, says the referee. I don't think it was. And here comes Ponce once again, playing in for Bogusz. Out comes Marcinkowski, and he'll clear into midfield, and he finds Harbor Miller. Miller on that left side for the Galaxy. This is Nelson. Too late to come over for Gabriel Peck, but he has it now. Gabby working towards the top of the area. Right side to Cuevas. Back across it comes. Off a defender and out of play. Corner kick Galaxy. Looking for the game winner here in the 85th minute. Substitution for Houston. Ibrahim Aliou coming on for the Houston Dynamo. Plenty of height there as Guilherme leaves the match. Gabriel Peck will take this on the left foot. That'll bend in towards goal. Play it on out to Cuevas, back to Peck. On his left foot, plays it back post. The header cleared away. Glesnes trying to get to this one and does. In front of McGlynn, plays it out to Royce. Squares it over to Cerrillo. He plays into the box. Peck on the backside, heads it near post. Saved by Bond and out of play. That might have been going wide, but still Bond gets a piece of it. Corner kick Galaxy. Quickly off the short corner. Peck has it again. Cerrillo chips it on in, looking for Gabby. It'll come on loose. The redirect towards goal by Miller is cleared away and then sent up high into the air. Nelson for LA. Here's Cerrillo. It'll come right side to Cuevas. Royce. John Nelson once again. Edwin Cerrillo, top of the circle. Glesnes to the right side. Jakob on possession. Here's Sanabria. Glesnes squared on over. Comes on to Hack. Glesnes. Right side it comes to Peck. Again Glesnes. And to the right again to Cuevas now for the Galaxy. 87 minutes in here. Still 1-1. Cerrillo for LA. Glesnes for the Galaxy. He's got space to take up. He's got Miller on the left. He's going to fire it over to that left side. Miller brings it down well. Working on Andrade. Needs some help though. Miller towards the byline, trying to find the cross. He'll get the corner kick. Good work there by the youngster Miller. Gets the corner kick out of this. And a chance on a set piece for LA. We've played 87 minutes. 1-1. Nelson shows short. Nascimento at the spot. Glesnes to the right of it with Royce. Royce goes near post. Here's the cross. Trying to find Glesnes. It gets through Jonathan Bond and cleared by Houston to midfield. Marcinkowski keeps it alive. It'll be Cuevas centrally to Edwin Cerrillo. Justin Hack. Royce this time around. Back to Glesnes. Cerrillo. Glesnes. This time it's Sanabria. Back out to Royce. In for Peck and a little bit too far for him. Samaseku plays it ahead to Ponce. Defensively Antonio Carlos. And into midfield for Bogusz. Nelson back defending on him against that touchline and out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Houston here. Cheer on the Galaxy in style in the 2026 Premium Membership. For more information and to become a Premium member, visit premium.lagalaxy.com and learn more today. Approaching 89 minutes of play. 1-1. Ponce. Ahead it goes to Bogusz. Cleared away by Nelson to midfield. Antonio Carlos knocks it down. It's played into the Galaxy defense once again. Nelson is there and back to JT Marcinkowski. We are in the 90th minute, 1-1. Marcinkowski on possession for the Galaxy. Near side it comes to Glesnes. Back again to JT. Played out the far side for Justin Hack. Again back to JT Marcinkowski. We had 4 minutes of stoppage time in the first half. Not sure we're going to get that much here in the second. Glesnes. Back out it goes. Marcinkowski will have it. Everybody spread around in this pitch right at the moment. Galaxy need to be careful playing it out. Sanabria into midfield for Peck. Gets away from one defender, still with it is Gabriel Peck as he takes it into the center circle, plays it to the left side. John Nelson is there working on Andrade. 4 minutes of stoppage time. The pass by Nelson for the late running Peck is intercepted by Jack McGlynn, and he'll take it towards midfield, and back it comes Andrade. Antonio Carlos now back to the goalkeeper Bond, who made a great save on Nascimento's shot that kept this 1-1. The pass across the defense comes to Resch. If Nascimento plays a little higher on that press from LA, he would have that ball. And Ali on the near side. He'll take it past the stripe. This will come on back. Antonio Carlos. McGlynn. Looking for Bogusz. Hack pokes it away, but it's won by Houston. Samaseku. Back to Resch at the stripe. About 3 minutes to go. Resch to the near side and Ollie. He'll get it on back from Buzat. It'll come on loose. Gabriel Peck towards the near touch line. He'll foul. Free kick for the Galaxy. Glesnes for LA. Cerrillo. You'll find Hack. Quickly out the left side to Nelson. Miller back to Nelson, plays it forward, but Antonio Carlos jumps on the ball. Goes right side Andrade. Galaxy press a little higher here. Andrade into midfield, won by Miller. Nelson has it now for LA. Plays it over to Miller. Nice job. Harbor on possession in for Sanabria. Tries to get it through for Nascimento. Comes on loose. Miller will take it into the corner. Watched there by Bogusz, and Harbor Miller wins the corner kick. Good heady play by the youngster Miller. Twice now he's won a set play for the Galaxy. Now the question is, can somebody put it on frame? 2 minutes to go in this one in a 1-1 tie. Here's Harbor Miller now. Glesnes goes into the sixth. The cross off of Royce, sent out of play. Goal kick. Dipping ball, maybe dipped a little bit too much. But a goal kick. And perhaps instead of going in with a down low header, maybe you want to chest it down for the shot. I don't know. But here we are 1-1 with about a minute to go before the World Cup break. Jonathan Bond into midfield. Sanabria thought he was fouled from behind. Comes on through to Hack. He plays it ahead into space on the far side. Andrade to shield us out for a throw in Houston. Dynamo will play for the 1 point away from home. This will be 2 points dropped at home for the Galaxy. This is not the fortress that it has been in the past. It's been a little more difficult here to start this season. Cerrillo, though, for LA. One last chance, perhaps. Sanabria. Glesnes. Gabriel Peck. Push to the ground. That's a foul. Free kick, Galaxy. Glesnes will get forward now. This is the one last chance for LA. 4 minutes have been played unofficially. Gabriel Peck chips this towards the backside, looking for Hack. It's cleared away, and our referee puts the right hand up, points to midfield, and this one has come to an end. All the scoring done in the first half of this one, and the Galaxy and the Houston Dynamo will share the points on the night. 1-1 is the final. The postgame show is coming up next. Stay with us. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You win? Must be 21 to enter.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. Welcome to the LA Galaxy postgame show presented by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. We welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park. A reminder, 2026 season tickets are available right now. Become a member today and score the best seats at the best prices. Visit lagalaxy.com/season tickets to secure your membership today. Save of the match came in the 55th minute. JT Marcinkowski, a great save on a shot from Jack McGlynn, kept the match 1-1. He had a couple of saves in the second half for this Galaxy side to help things out. Jakob Glesnes, I thought, played very well once again for the LA Galaxy. But offensively, the Galaxy seemed slow and tired in the second half. They did create a couple of chances. Nascimento with a great shot near side that Jonathan Bond made a really nice save. He was leaning the wrong way and then stuck out that left hand to make the save and keep it, again, 1-1 in the contest. Then another save on a long shot. Bond, I think, maybe was surprised by the shot. I didn't think he needed to dive, but he did, and made the save there for Houston in that second half. But ultimately, the second 45, it seemed the Galaxy were a little sluggish. The energy and the rhythm and the speed of play that they had in the first 45 minutes wasn't there in the second half for the LA Galaxy. Houston made a different change in terms of how they played in the second half. They were much more direct on the Galaxy and pressing the Galaxy in the middle third a little sooner, forcing the turnovers, and Bogusz was a difficult player to deal with on that right side going forward for Houston in the second half for the Galaxy, and it created a lot of space beyond the center circle and towards the Galaxy penalty area for players like Hector Herrera, who's more in an advanced position, and then Guilherme, who scored that tying goal in the 41st minute. The Galaxy became much more aware of him in the second half and maybe respecting him more than they should have in the second half, and therefore they dropped back and were not willing to get forward. Mickey Yamane was stay at home in the second half until he came on. Mauricio Cuevas didn't quite find the rhythm that he had in Seattle when he came on as a substitute. But these teams share the points on the night. Galaxy, unfortunately, where they are right now with the amount of points they've dropped at home, that's a little bit of a concern. And they had a chance to move up in the conference, and we'll look at that later on in the post-game show. But on the stats on the night, the Galaxy had the better of the possession, 53.8 to 46.2. 19 shots for the Galaxy, 10 for Houston, 6 shots on goal for LA, 5 for the Houston Dynamo. They had 3 in the second half alone on goal. And the Galaxy also, I believe, added 2 on goal in the second half. Total passes, 620 for LA, 496 for Houston. Passing accuracy held up, 93.1 for the Galaxy, 91.3 for the Houston Dynamo. Galaxy continued to have plenty of corner kicks, especially down the stretch at the end. Credit to Harbor Miller and his aggressive play and good heady play, and he earned a couple of good corner kicks down the stretch. Galaxy had 9 on the night to Houston's 2. Total crosses were 2-1 in favor of the Galaxy. Fouls, 6 against LA, 9 against Houston. It was not a physical game tonight, which it normally would be between these rivals. Yellow cards, 3 for Houston and 1 for the LA Galaxy. No reds on the night for either side. And it goes 1-1. Goals coming in the 31st, or 30th, I should say, with Joseph Painsil from Mickey Yamane and Edwin Cerrillo. And then Guilherme tied it up in the 41st minute. 1-1 the final. We'll take a short timeout. We'll come back and tell you what's next right after these words. Stay with us.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You win. Must be 21 to enter.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today, exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com, and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, You can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. Take a look at the scoreboard around Major League Soccer. Everything is final, of course, after this one. Nashville defeated New York City by a count of 2-1. It was Red Bull 2-1 against Sporting Kansas City on the road. Chicago wins at home against Toronto 2-1, while Vancouver doubled up San Diego in San Diego 4-2. San Jose wins on the road in Portland 3-1. I'd keep an eye on the news regarding the Portland Timbers at this break to see what might happen there. Dallas, a good win on the road against Colorado, 2-1, the final. Earlier today, St. Louis, an important win for them, 3-0 over Austin. Midweek, the Austin FC fired their coaching staff and front office. So they're in search of a new head coach, and maybe the World Cup break will find that particular person to lead them after everybody returns. Minnesota and RSL tied at 1. DC and Montreal went 4-4. Cincinnati defeated Orlando 6-2. It was Charlotte 1 and New England 0. Looking at the standings in Major League Soccer, this is a missed opportunity. The Galaxy played well, especially in the first half. And while they get the draw at home and don't lose on the night at home, a win would have put them at 22 points. A win would have put them tied with Houston for 6th place in the MLS West. That's what hurts here tonight. And they would have hopped 2 teams, LAFC and Minnesota, and Houston, because Houston would have remained at 21 points and would have put them 2 points back of Seattle for 5th in the Western Conference. That's how important these home games are for this LA Galaxy team, especially in the second half of the season when the club comes back, because the Galaxy now is 2-2-3 at home, 3-3-2 on the road, 5s all the way across. Looking at the Western Conference, it's Vancouver atop at 32 points with San Jose also at 32. Salt Lake is 3rd at 26. Followed by Dallas at 25. The next 4 are Seattle, Houston, and Minnesota. Seattle at 24, Houston and Minnesota at 22. LAFC plays tomorrow. They're at 21 points. And the LA Galaxy in 9th with 20 points on the campaign. 3 points better than San Diego, which is in 10th place right now. 23,638 were on hand at Dignity Health Sports Park for this one on Star Wars night. A great crowd at the Dig, one of the best crowds of 2026. Good energy all around. The building was electric this particular night, and we hope that's the case on the opposite side when the Galaxy return on July the 17th to take on LAFC in El Tráfico, the first version here of the season. Once again, Joe Tutino saying so long from Dignity Health Sports Park. Goal scored by Joseph Painsil for the LA Galaxy, Guilherme for Houston. Each team gets a point on this one. Galaxy 1 and the Houston Dynamo 1. Have a great weekend. Have a great holiday weekend, everybody. Have a great World Cup break. Hopefully you'll join us at one of the World Cup celebrations and we'll see each other and say hello and celebrate the beautiful game. But if not, we'll see you on the 17th of July when the LA Galaxy return to Dignity Health Sports Park to take on LAFC. Good night, everybody. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination for unparalleled superstars. Catch vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera July 21st, rock out to Imagine Dragons July 23rd, and enjoy the laid-back rap of Snoop Dogg July 24th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Only at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You win. Must be 21 to enter.
LA Galaxy fans, are you ready to take your game day experience to the next level? Then take it to new heights with Vivid Seats Elite Seats in Section 130, Row D. Your ticket to all the on-field Galaxy action, plus exclusive perks. Enjoy prime seats that come with parking and a $20 concession credit with every ticket. Don't miss this amazing experience. Score Vivid Seats Elite Seat tickets today exclusively on the app or on vividseats.com and earn rewards on every purchase from the only ticket company with a rewards program. Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Galaxy.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
You've been listening to the six-time MLS Cup champion LA Galaxy, presented by Modelo, made for those with a fighting spirit. By Dignity Health, official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy. By Yamava Casino at San Manuel. And by Vivid Seats. This has been a presentation of the LA Galaxy, six-time Major League Soccer champions. All rights reserved.